It's football season, and that boot store reminds you to roll tide. Go Noles, War Eagles, sick 'em dogs, and go Gators. Before the cold weather hits, shop that boot store for all your winter western wear and Carhartt work clothes to keep you warm on the job. That boot store, where God is good all the time. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 9 till 5, and Friday and Saturday, 9 till 5:30. Next to Bill Burkey at 15th Street, Panama City, that boot store. Looking for a fast and convenient blood draw? Come to Panhandle CPR, 97 Oak Avenue in downtown Panama City. We partner with all local and national labs to get you quick, accurate results. No insurance? No problem. We offer affordable self-pay options so you can stay on top of your health. And for added convenience, we'll even come to you at your home or workplace. Call us at 850-381-4288 or visit panhandlecpr.com. Panhandle CPR, keeping our community healthy and safe every day.
WVLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX-LG, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub, gonna get you hot. I'm gonna make it wet. Stay hot tub. Rubber dub in the hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Chuck in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Really make me sweat.
Yeah.
Chuck in the hot tub.
Get in.
Really make me wet. Yeah.
Well. Welcome to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, home of the Tennessee Volunteers. the state of Alabama cannot beat.
We're not going to play
we
Rocky
can't beat
Top,
Vandy.
are we?
I hope he doesn't have no Rocky Top.
Oh yeah.
He'll have all of it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What a week, man. This weekend was crazy. I want to get this in real quick. Southern Mississippi head football coach Will Hall was fired after the game Saturday. His record, University of Southern Mississippi, 14-30. They owe him almost $1 million. His overall record, they got beat at homecoming, Southern Mississippi homecoming game. They got beat 44-28. They're 1-6. They are gone. I believe now. I think I'm correct on this. I'll go back and double check it. I'm gonna say it anyway. If it's wrong, I apologize. East Carolina, I believe they fired their head football coach. Is that right, Houston?
I'll look it up. I didn't hear that. But
Oklahoma fires their offensive coordinator after the ball game. So if this was a bad weekend to be a head football coach, assistant football coach in college football. They're firing people quicker because you have early signing period. You got the college playoff game starting in December 20th. So you will see this happening as the season goes on. More and more people getting fired.
East Carolina coach Houston fired.
So that's three that we know of. That we have, Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, man. We go to homecoming. We play in Arkansas State. We expect to win. We started out at Conference USA. We're right there when we played with FSU, and now we're in the Sun Belt. We have gone the wrong way compared to where we're at. We have no money to be able to go out and buy players. Then again, I watch FSU, and they have
alums like you.
Let me get this in it. FSU has money. They go out and buy players. They just got the wrong ones. I'm telling you right now, FSU is the worst-looking football team I have seen.
We'll talk about them in about 30 minutes. Yeah,
Chad, they can't catch. Yeah. The ball hits them in the hands. They can't catch it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Friday night.
It was disappointing.
What kind of people throw a party in a parking lot during the day? Did you go to the Chad Mrs. party?
No, I did not.
I didn't either.
We were going.
Why would you not go?
Well, I'll tell you what.
No.
We were going to. We had my wife and I had every chance.
We don't hear that.
Wait. I see who my friends are.
She pulled. She pulled 3 15-hour days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Hey, it's a man's world.
Come Thursday,
she does what you tell her.
Well, I was going to go without her, but I had to.
The phones are about to lie.
I had to sit in rubber feet.
I cannot believe you didn't go. He was good enough to invite you, and you didn't go.
I know.
You didn't either. You didn't go either.
Hush.
He didn't go either, John.
Randy represented. Randy represented all of us.
Yeah, I'm glad Randy.
He was there for all of us.
We had the FSU game on the television.
His wife actually.
They were party
me.
poopers, but
I didn't want Randy to, but his wife did. That was good. And Louisville, God dog it. I thought they were going to. Anyway. I don't think my picks were very good this past week. I think they were terrible.
I don't think anybody got very good picks this
How about
week.
them Georgia Bulls? How about listen, another crazy thing that happened this weekend. Did you watch a Georgia-Texas game?
I absolutely watched
I have
it.
never in my life seen an officiating crew call a judgment call.
Right.
Throw it the flag. They start throwing beer cans and bottles
and then reverse the call.
Then all of a sudden, hey, we're in Texas, man. These people kill you over football. We need to change this.
There's a lot of places to hide bodies.
Yeah, they're like, we won't get out here alive. So what they do?
Yeah,
5 or 10 minutes later, I mean, it was forever.
They had time
They changed
to talk
the
about
call.
It. Yes.
Kirby goes completely nuts.
It was the correct call.
No.
At the end. Yeah, that was not
It's a judgment call. He called it, and then it made it worse.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Kirby Smart.
Well, I don't, because Kirby
took
it to him. I do not feel sorry for Kirby
You cannot ever count out George and Kirby Smart.
Right before halftime, there was a scene on the television. I wonder if you saw it. You know, they pan over to the Texas bench, and you've got Arch Manning sitting there with Quinn Ewers, and here's my word. Vanquished. I saw that. They look depressed, beat up.
That's not the word I use.
Tired. Vanquished is my word. Yeah,
I can't even.
Like, welcome to SEC defense. Finally, one of the SEC teams showed some defense.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, and championships are won with defense.
I want to welcome UCLA, USC, which is 1-4. To the Big Ten, big boy football. I hope you enjoy it.
Exactly.
Nebraska found out how good it was.
Yeah.
You're not playing that Pac-12 anymore. You're playing big boys.
No.
And Texas, they ran them out.
Guess who Texas has got this week?
Vandy.
They're going to Nashville to play Vandy.
You wait.
Ouch.
Listen, I'm going to get my popcorn.
The number 25 team in the country, baby. But anyway, but Texas, we had talked about and we had pointed out they hadn't played anybody. Oklahoma was not very good. 21-zip first quarter, they're down to South Carolina.
Yeah.
And I think three of the touchdowns were scored on the defense. A fumble recovery, a pick six, and maybe 2 pick six. But anyway, what about them what about them Kentucky Wildcats? Them suckers they knew, hey, this is the state of Florida you came into, buddy. Hey. Did they bring their own bottles with them?
What happened the last time we came into the state of Florida?
Well, we ain't talking now. We're talking about what happened Saturday night, baby. Go Gators. The Gators are back. Gators, let's bring him on. We got him on there. Travis, you on the phone?
Yes, sir.
Your Gators are back, baby. Give him a raise.
I'm telling you, I don't know about that. I'm telling you.
Hold on, Travis. One more loss from Alabama, and we'll have the same record with Florida.
I don't think we can beat Florida. Alabama couldn't beat Florida.
It was exciting. I didn't know. I was like, you know what? I think Texas done played a prank and suited up as Florida, and Florida done suited up as Texas.
No. We just hit our stride. Gators are back, baby. Gators are back.
Because that looked good. I mean, everything about it looked good. It was like the defense was firing. The offense was getting it.
True freshmen all over the field, too, baby.
Texas got out-coached.
We're talking about Florida and Kentucky.
I know, but I'm just we're mixing Texas in it. But
hey, you Georgia Bulldogs, you better watch out. You're not playing Texas anymore. You got the Gators next.
Yep.
What about Cormani McClain? Getting his pick.
Yeah.
He got on the field and actually got to get an interception. And I mean, he played good.
Yeah.
He stopped a touchdown and he got an interception.
Hey, Travis, let me ask you something. If you most humans, when they have a party, they're indoors in a house with lights on where it's safe. Lawyers and doctors, they're really highly intelligent people. They know how to pinch pennies and everything. Who would have a party outside where it's dangerous, no lights, in a parking lot? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's the whole Halloween
What's he
spirit.
talking about? No lights.
It's a Halloween day.
Do you operate out in the parking lot? I'm just curious.
It did have lights. We had a band and everything.
Did you really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, he's just. It's just
You
trying
got
to be
invited
just like
and
the-
you didn't come.
I thought it was a daytime party. Julie
No,
went to
it was
Birmingham.
nighttime.
Julie went to Birmingham. There was a rerun of Dallas on when JR got shot, so I had to watch that.
Yeah.
It was during
Anyway,
his nap time.
For our listeners that are out there, Orthopedic Associates and Northwest Florida Surgery Center threw a Shake Your Bones party at the Orthopedic Associates parking lot at night.
At night.
With lights on.
With lights
and
on.
a band.
With a band.
And you,
Food. Did you have
were
food?
invited and didn't come. Both of you. Randy showed up.
Randy was there for ESPN Northwest Florida and all the employees.
I would have come, except
No, you didn't. You didn't go either.
I said I would have.
Oh, I told you my roommate
No,
was
y'all
coming.
just don't get invites next year.
Oh, now wait.
Are you kidding?
Why am I going to waste my invites on you guys?
I'll come next
Travis,
year.
should I waste my invites on these two?
Travis, tell him to
I
be
think
nice.
you should give me one. I was invited.
Hey, he would show up. Travis would show up.
I heard they had the National Guard out there taking tickets up. I mean, it was tough. It was tough to get in. Unbelievable. No, I did try to come by, but I didn't have my pass to get in, as far as you know.
Sure.
Yeah. Did you? Who covered for you on the football game Friday?
Noble. Noble was at the Mosley Arnold game.
Good. Travis, you got to
Well,
be
I tell
happy
you-
now. You there's no more firing Billy. He's got his job for another. We're gonna give him an extension.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's got to beat Georgia first and Texas.
Yeah.
And if he beats Georgia and Texas, I'll eat crow and say, you know what, he's there.
Texas
He just made some dumb decisions.
Don't worry about Texas. Chad pointed out Texas got Vandy next. They're going down
Hey,
again.
Texas could be a 3-loss team by the end of the
Yeah,
year. You
Texas
never
can't
know.
hang with the
They're good.
Vandy beat Bama. Bama beat Georgia. So Texas is done.
I tell you what, I told my buddy he was a Georgia fan, and he was so excited, posting on Snapchat and everything. And I a little more articulately messaged him back and said, "Screw them dogs, y'all got us in 2 weeks." And he replied with some laughing emojis, and I said, "Hey, you like it or not, but we just hung 48 on a team y'all couldn't even score two touchdowns on."
Hey, tell him, baby.
Yep.
Y'all like that.
He was like, he still didn't seem to be sold on the fact that Florida was a powerhouse.
You know what? This year, nothing would surprise me in college football this year. Seriously, this is something I've never seen.
Topsy-turvy kind of year.
Yeah.
And look at DJ Lack.
Congratulations, Tennessee Volunteers.
Yep.
2 years in a row, they have been able to tear down the goalposts. They're going to find them, I think, $500,000 this time. They've done it so
Yeah,
many-
because you can't keep doing
Texas now, when Texas threw that fit on the guys throwing the beer bottles, the water and Cokes and all that stuff, they were fined $250,000
They
from
should
the
be.
SEC.
Should
That was
be.
dangerous.
I mean-
I hadn't seen that in college.
For tearing down a goalpost, big deal. I mean, that's
No.
that's
We're
right,
talking about
but-
Texas and Georgia. They were throwing things. They could have hit a kid.
Well, like I said, yeah, that one.
They're trying to keep people from tearing up stadiums.
That's
what they're trying
and
to do.
hurting people.
Yeah.
But
people get
I mean,
injured.
tearing down a
Well, no.
goalpost is kind of a tradition.
I
that
get it.
goes back.
I
to
get
the
it, but
50s.
now you got to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, now, did we not see this happen in the beginning of the year? Now, I mean, I wouldn't think Vanderbilt. I wouldn't have bet on Vanderbilt.
I wouldn't have bet on
if either one-
Vanderbilt. Yeah.
But I knew that the Alabama was not going to win every game. They might lose two, like they have right now.
They
It's
might
not-
lose
They might not
more.
win another one.
They might not win another one. That's true. And then look
We
at
have Missouri
Army and
coming
Navy.
up.
Look at Army and Navy, undefeated.
Yeah,
In the
Vandy's
top 25.
25th. Vandy's 25. No, I don't
But
know.
I mean, we're talking about a new coach following a legend. It just doesn't work that way as much as people want it to.
Sure.
And, I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get. Everybody's upset, and I do
Well,
get it, but I don't get it.
They've
It
been in
should've been-
some schools where it did work out. Barry Switzer, Florida legend, and he continued to win at Oklahoma. It has happened in the past. The problem was 20, and I'm not making excuses for him. 26 players transferred out when Nick retired. 26. So everybody in their mind thinks this is the Alabama of old, and it's not.
Well, no, wait a minute.
And Tennessee's pretty good.
I see talent out there. There's
no depth.
defense.
There's no depth.
Yeah, there's no depth. I'll say
Our
that.
defense line
that's
is
true.
we don't have any depth, and our inside linebackers.
There's some play calling.
We're just not very good.
There's some play calling that needs to be straightened out too.
Yeah, you got a quarterback that's not a
Portland's
drop
gotta
back passer, and they drop him back 50 times. He dropped back 50 plays.
Yeah.
He only threw it 45, but he dropped back 50.
Yeah.
Travis, we got to take a break, brother. Call us later if you can.
Yes, sir. I will.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. I tell you what, you got to feel good. I watched Florida State Friday night. So I couldn't believe that. 2 weeks to get ready, and they did look better in some parts of the game. But I'm telling you, you can't get too mad at the quarterback a couple times. They were 3 times the ball hit the guys in the one time the guy didn't want to, he was thinking he was going to get hit. 3 times just completely dropped the passes. You just don't see that in major college football.
Yeah.
You were partying, so you don't know.
No, we watched it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, FSU was the party poopers.
Yeah, they sure were.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching it on the TV and trying to get them to win. And I mean, we'll talk about it later. But
Chad, if I want a great doctor, I need somebody who can take care of me. A doctor that likes to party. I want to go party with this guy.
Oh, God.
How do I get it with the party doctor?
Go.
How do I get with this party doctor? What?
Here we go.
How do I get invitations to the party?
Aren't we?
Call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.
They got a new thing going down there now. They party before they operate. They want people happy.
Yeah. No more sedation.
25 years on Bay County sideline. The legendary Dr. Chad Mitchell. Anytime, make a call, make an appointment. Don't go with people that move. Come down here. They travel here to be operating on this guy. He's a legend, Dr. Chad Mitchell. Also, another legendary place, J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive, the best seafood, the coldest beer. Friday, I took my roommate down there. We had the Chris fish. He couldn't believe how good it was. It was incredible. The legendary J. Michael's. For all your real estate closing, there's only one place to go. That's Chuck Tucker. That's South Oak Title and Closing. They do an incredible job. Mark Coward, 38 Mark. He sells more real estate than anybody. Multi-million-dollar homes. They all demand South Oak Title and Closing, and so should you. Just like Chad Mitchell, just like Wildcat, Jason Koval, heck, I can't even name all of them. We have all gone to Stevenson Air Condition. We've all gone local. We've gone to Stevenson Air Condition. They do an incredible job. They're there for you anytime, day or night, throughout Northwest Florida. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. We shall return. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, home of the Friday night parties at Dr. Chad Mitchell's house. We'll be right back.
Oh, gosh.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
We got an answer right here. I think this is the guy that has the money to do it. Let's take it. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
We need some money.
We need $20 million.
Yeah.
So do I.
Okay.
Get the checkbook out.
I called the wrong station.
Weekday morning 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 80 with a gentle breeze around 11 miles per hour coming out of the northeast. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 63. Tomorrow, wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 82. For Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 83. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
So you've heard the saying that if you love your job, you'll never have to work? Well, it's true.
I've worked for Brock Lawn and Pest Control for many years. The commitment to the needs of customers
and their commitment to each employee makes Brock a company I'm very proud to be a part of.
Brock's core values are also mine. Give people more than they expect and always honor your promises.
This isn't a job, it's a service to help people live a healthier lifestyle.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, our family protecting your family.
Hello, this is Rick Vossen with RV of Panama City, your local Stormore portable building dealer, located at 2241 East Baldwin Road. Shopping for a garage, portable building, cabin? We build them anywhere from 8 to 16 foot wide, 10 feet to 60 feet long. We can do insulation, electricity, transom dormers, thermal windows. Come, let's customize a building together. Rick Vossen, Stormore Portable Building Dealer, Panama City.
Want to know the inside scoop on your favorite teams? From the gridiron to the hardwood to the diamond. For comprehensive sports coverage, it's ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Dr. Chad Mitchell is every Monday morning, the legendary doctor. If you have any problem anytime, day or night, you call Chad Mitchell. Make an appointment. He will see you. You don't have to be a great athlete. You can just be the average Joe like Wildcat back there and go in and he will treat you well. Chad, you're not doing back surgeries or anything like that. You're more shoulders, knees.
Arms and legs is what I tell people.
Yeah, arms, legs, butts, and but you got people there that can do that.
Did a pretty good analysis on my foot.
Yeah, we have
he's good. He's good.
We have Dr. Kaysen, who's our spine surgeon.
Well, it's Monday. It's Arnold Day. And before we bring Coach on, I want to say this. We hadn't won a game. We didn't score but 2 touchdowns at all last year, okay? And Griff got there in the spring, and I didn't think they looked very good in the spring. He brings in a great staff. They go through summer workouts, and to win 6 ball games, I think we're 6-2, 6-3 right now, whatever it is incredible. The job he's done there is unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Brought pride back to Arnold High School. People are happy. People are excited on the beach. And we can't say enough good things about him. We're glad he's there. He's not going anywhere else. This is where he's going to retire. And we're going to continue to have good years. Coach, thank you so much for what you've done this year. We're proud of you. Sometimes you have a bad night, but I tell you what, we're really happy what's going on this season. Thank you for your hard work.
Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, they took us to the woodshed Friday night. They're a great football team, and they got great things ahead of them. But we still have plenty to play for this year. So we're already really refocused on the week that's ahead of us, which is the most important week of our season. Kind of keep us in the playoff picture here.
And let's talk about that. That game will be played at Arnold. They're playing Rickards. Rickards, I know, has got athletes all over the field. Do you see any kind of mismatch or, the matchups you really don't like? Can you take advantage of something? You worried about something? Because we know they got skilled players.
Yeah, they're very athletic, very fast. They won the state title in track and field last year, and I had a couple of freshmen and sophomores who were part of that team they're part of that football team. So they have excellent team speed. Division I guy committed to Florida on the defensive line, but even and in spite of that, watching the film and looking at the matchups across the field, across the board, I like how we match up with them. I really do. I feel like we're going to have an opportunity to compete with them and put ourselves in a position to have a chance to win. And I think, now tell me if I'm right, this is the last game, right? Yeah, it's our last regular season game. We ended up, we had to reshuffle the schedule. We all had a team drop us there late, and we had to reshuffle, and we ended up with a week 11 open week, which, if you make the postseason, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But this is, I believe, our 12th straight week of playing football, going back to the official scrimmage. Wow. And then the kickoff classic and straight on through. So this is week 12 for our kids. So, they've been through a pretty good grind, and they're battle hard now, and hopefully they got one more week in them to finish strong. Well, what about injury-wise? Are you healthy for this game? Yeah, we came out of that game Friday night, in spite of, the physicality of it, we came out pretty healthy. We've got some guys. We hope, we were down. Our number one running back was out with an ankle, and we hope to get him back this week. So hopefully we're gonna get some guys back and get healthier as we go into Rickards. What does Rickards do on the defensive side of the ball? Are they multiple front, or are they 50, 4-3? What do they do on defense? Oh, they do both. They'll be in an odd front, being a 50, and they play more of a 3-4 with a loose overhang, and then they'll jump right into a split front and play that 4-2-5 look that a lot of guys are playing around right now. So they do both, and they kind of transition seamlessly between the two. And we've got to prepare for that. Our guys got to be ready for both looks up front, and then what they do in the secondary. They're going to give us two high, they'll give us single high, they'll play some straight zero coverage. So we've got we're going to see just about everything that you can see, and our guys got to be ready to make those adjustments. Now on offense, they spread the field out and try to get their athletes isolated on people, or what do they do on offense? Yeah, they spread it out, and they got a quarterback that throws the ball really well. He's very accurate. He's very experienced. I think he's been a 3 or 4 year starter over there. And he does a really good job of running their offense and then distributing the ball to the guys that can make plays. And like I said, they have a ton of speed. So, we've got a tough challenge on both sides of the ball this week. And we've got to have a great prep week.
I want to talk about this too. Since it's getting close to the end of the season, you've always, wherever you've been, I've kept up with it, done a great job, not just developing players and turning programs around. You've done a great job in getting your kids scholarships, getting them to go play at the next level. And I'm not talking D1. I'm talking about all levels. You fight for the kids across the board. And I got to give credit to Josh Wright. Josh used to help us when we were at Arnold. Coach Cox would be in charge of some of the films, and Josh would make highlights and do things for us even when he was at Mosley and we were at Arnold. And so I guess he's helped you in that area also. But talk about that, what you guys do as a coaching staff to help these kids get to go play at the next level.
Well, of course, the things that Josh Wright does and has done over the years have been unbelievable, and he's always been a great asset recruiting. But then, we've added Kevin Pettis, who, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of those kids, a lot of opportunities. Kevin would host those recruiting fairs over at Childs High School when he was over there as the head coach. And, I made a lot of connections with coaches and were able to, through Kevin's connections, help our guys get recruited, get looked at, and sign guys through what Kevin's efforts. So Kevin's one of the greatest guys with getting guys signed and getting guys looked at and recruited. So, between myself, Josh Wright, and Kevin Pettis, we have a pretty extensive network of not only personal connections, but also, with a lot of experience on how to get our kids exposure and get our kids seen and get our kids a look. So, that's one of the things I think that we do extremely well as a coaching staff is give our kids an opportunity to be seen. And, today, as you alluded to, not everybody's going to Alabama or Florida State, but in the transfer era portal, any opportunity that you get is a big deal. It's so difficult for high school kids in this day and age with the transfer portal and all the things that are going on. So, if you can find your kids any opportunity that works for them, that's a great thing. And so it's tough these days, and I've got the guys in place to really give us an advantage in that area. And
I know you work them hard, you're making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do in the classroom. GPA is usually pretty good when you were at Bozeman. I know they'll be good at Arnold, so I appreciate that also. Mm-hmm. How many seniors do you have on the roster right now?
We've got 14 seniors on the roster right now, and
wow. So y'all young.
We are young. I've got 22 sophomores, and a lot of those are contributors. So we have high hopes for what the future is going to hold. But at the same time, we're not looking past what we can still accomplish this year. And and going back to what you said there, we have the same expectation in the classroom that we have on the field. We want our guys to be as great in the classroom as we expect them to be on the field. So it's just kind of one of those things. I was a classroom teacher for 18 years, so they know I take that pretty seriously.
Tell you what, pretty cool. First year you play for a county championship. You got a shot to make the playoffs. You turned I don't think we've won 6 games in 3 years. That's a great job by you and your staff. Keep up the hard work. We'll call you Monday and we'll talk about the Rickards game. Keep working hard, Coach, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay?
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. Woo, Coach, doing a great job.
Absolutely.
Love it,
I look forward to that game this week.
Marlins, baby. They're doing good. And I think all the coaches in the county have done really good this year. Bay wins the district championship. Rutherford, what a great game them and Bozeman played Friday night. Matter of fact, let me go to these. Give me a check. Let's go over these. Shall we, Chad? Shall we do this right now?
Sure.
Let's talk about it. All right. Bay High School. Close game against Walton. They go down 41-31, but they're still a district champ. You can't take that away from them. Bozeman in a classic. It was a great football game, back and forth. They win their homecoming game against Rutherford, 20-19. We'll talk to Coach Floyd tomorrow. Great job, both programs. Great job, great game, great high school football game. Then we had South Walton. They got beat by Wakulla. That's nothing to be ashamed about. It's hard to go to Wakulla and win a football game. Wakulla 37, South Walton 7. And Coach Jones, great job. Franklin County, they beat them. And Franklin County's having the best year they've had maybe ever. But Port St. Joe 42, Franklin County 12. Chipley, this is a great game. I tell you what now, this is a heck of a competition. Great job by Destin. I thought they would be struggling in this game. They didn't. It was a great game. Chipley 26, Destin 21. Freeport, good job, Freeport. They beat Baker 36-26. You know, Baker power in the past been really power. Holmes County, Mariana is in a different level this year. They are loaded. They do a great job up there. Mariana puts it on Holmes County 42-14. They got a Division I running back there. It's really the real deal. And then you had Bluntstown, Northview. Bluntstown at home puts it on Northview 38-0. And Mosley, district champs, county champs, number one team in the state, got a chance to do something special. In the county championship game, they get it done 56-13 over my Marlins. Congratulations to Mosley. What a great year you guys are having, and keep it up. I hope we can bring home a state championship. And this coming up week, what do we have this week, okay? Mosley's at Gulf-Breeze. You got Arnold versus Rickers. We just talked about that one, a big district football game. Bay versus Rutherford, huge rival game there. Bozeman versus North Bay Haven. Then you have Sneeze versus Port St. Joe. Bill Thomas, Coach Jones getting after each other. Taco Bell, that's who supports you guys. And you got South Walton versus Pensacola Catholic. Destin versus Booker T. Washington. You got Freeport versus Walton. You got Holmes County versus Bluntstown. You got Mariana versus Cottondale. That's your lineup this week. And can you believe high school football is almost over? It flew by.
The whole season, yeah.
It's crazy. It's sad, really. I hate it. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. I love this. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. They got the best happy hour if anywhere. You buy one, you get one free. That's what I said. Yeah, you buy one, you get one free. House wine, margarita, draft beer. When the games are being played on Saturdays and Sundays, $5 pitchers, all kinds of specials are going on. Great place to have a birthday party. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, right across the street from the Navy base. Go check it out. We think you'll really love that. Also, don't forget about Rudy's Barbecue on Bat Beach Road. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they also cater. They do an incredible job. The Laurel Layton room in the back, the facility is huge. You can have a chamber meeting back there, birthday parties, a football banquet. It's a great place. Arnold, they could have their football banquet at Rudy's Barbecue. If not, they can cater it. That Cajun place, we had a great time there Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, watching Auburn and Missouri. Jason Kovaleski was there. We had, oh my God, we had the wings. He had a steak, draft beer, bread pudding, everything. It was incredible. The place was completely packed out.
You and Jason are even now, huh?
Yeah, we're even.
You made him
he
pay?
actually paid. We were even this time. Yeah, he's a good man. My roommate, Blaine Burnett, was there, and he said, this is the best gumbo I ever had. Their chicken sausage gumbo is the best you'll get anywhere. They got great food, great atmosphere, 27-plus TVs, $5 pictures when the games are being played. Go check it out. You'll love it. That Cajun place, and if you're LSU and a Saints fan, wear your school colors, wear your shirt. When they score not a field goal, when they score a touchdown, you get a free Jell-O shot at that Cajun place. I'm tired. 104.3 ESPN. We are the home of the Auburn Tigers. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida is your touchdown headquarters for the Mosley Dolphins and the Auburn Tigers.
Touchdown, Auburn!
Plus, premier college and NFL games.
Touchdown! Incredible!
Your source for the most live football on the Gulf Coast in a rich audio experience.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mid-South Lumber, where they treat you like family. Locally owned and serving the residents of Bay County for over 45 years. See Mid-South Lumber for all of your DIY projects, including windows, doors, siding, lumber, and millwork. Are you building a new home? Bring your contractor in to Mid-South Lumber and meet with a member of their sales team to discuss your framing, siding, windows, and doors. Mid-South Lumber, the biggest little lumber yard in Panama City. 717 West 11th Street.
Looking for a fast and convenient blood draw? Come to Panhandle CPR, 97 Oak Avenue in downtown Panama City. We partner with all local and national labs to get you quick, accurate results. No insurance? No problem. We offer affordable self-pay options so you can stay on top of your health. And for added convenience, we'll even come to you at your home or workplace. Call us at 850-381-4288 or visit panhandlecpr.com. Panhandle CPR, keeping our community healthy and safe every day.
He's
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
On the run. Time to let the big dogs eat.
How about that answer by Georgia? The end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! Woo! I'm not going to do it 3 times. Y'all didn't even help. So I'm not doing anything. Hey, Florida State, get out to Newbies. Have a great time. John and Charlotte always give back to the community. I'm telling you what, I remember this was probably 9, 10 years ago. Well, you were doing it then. Well, I don't know if you ever went down Newbies 2 with us when we did it live there.
I didn't.
But John and them, they raised money for the fire department. They did things for Humane Society. They give back to universities. They got good hearts, man. They're good people. John and Charlotte, they really, truly are great people. Good-looking couple. They take care of themselves. They look really young, but they got good hearts, man. Love those two. Get down to any of the Newbies, support them. Make sure you tell them you go down there, Coach sent you. Have a great time. Newbies Chewing the Curve, go watch all the ball games. Have a great time there. Heck, you can stay there and have a wonderful time. But most people, they're going to head down to the mothership before the night's over. You know it. Everybody knows that. You're going to go down there, you're going to have a great time. Best bands in the Southeast all the time, especially the weekends. And then they got the new one in St. Andrew. Glenn has been over there. It's a lot better for people that live in town. They can go to St. Andrews, go to the movies there, and have a wonderful time there. Just have a short distance back home. But most people are going to be at Panama City Beach, one of the 3 locations here, and have a great time. Chad, we got FSU. I'll tell you what, I really, truly thought they were going to win this game against Duke. And they had opportunities, and they just couldn't get it done. As the game went on, more and more mistakes, and it went downhill quickly. And but I was just shocked at a major university like Florida State when you got receivers that cannot catch balls, it hits them right in the hands. 3 times they dropped passes that could have maybe changed the game in somewhat. Who knows? But I'm very disappointed in performance. Honestly, we got Miami this week. Wow. What do you got for us today on FSU?
Well, as everybody knows, Friday night, the Duke Blue Devils beat the Florida State Seminoles 23-16. Florida State's now 1-6 and 1-5 in the conference. And just as a little aside, Clemson is leading the conference 5-0. Miami is behind them at 3-0, and SMU is 3-0 along with Pitt, who's 2-0 in the ACC. So those are your top players in the or top teams in the ACC. But Florida State, I thought they got out to a good start in the first quarter. They kick a field goal. They looked like things were clicking pretty well. And then Glenn throws a pick 6 to this Chandler Rivers, 36-yard interception, return for a touchdown. And it's when I thought the wheels fell off at that point.
No doubt.
I think the wheels fell off right then. FSU got a touchdown in the third quarter, the 95-yard kickoff return, but there's not really any offense that scored a touchdown. It's all field goals, and you can't win games kicking field goals all the time, and that's where Florida State is.
Do you remember all of us that come on the show, you included, were complaining about the quarterback play, and we're like, put somebody else in, give somebody else in. It can't be as bad.
It is. So
it was bad.
Glenn's quarterback rating is 14.6. Now, part of that is receivers dropping balls, that kind of thing.
At least 3.
The pick 6, he threw it. Yeah. The defender had the advantage. Yeah. Where he threw that ball, he should have thrown it more to the outside. That's asking a lot. It's a long throw, but that's what quarterbacks these days have to do. They have to be able to make the good throws.
Do you remember in my lifetime, well, I'll say this. Since Bobby Bowden got there, maybe the year before, I remember they were terrible before he got there. But since then, this has got to be probably the worst team they've ever had.
It probably is. I mean,
at least since the 76.
I thought they were bad before Norvell, but this is bad.
This is bad.
This is really bad. And
who are they going to beat?
They clearly have a quarterback problem.
It's not just quarterback; it's across the board.
Well, I get it, but they do have a quarterback problem. It's you can talk about it all kind of ways, but you can't win.
I was thinking North Carolina would be an easy win, and now I don't know. They're 21-point underdog to Miami. When's the last time you've heard of that? 21-point underdog to Miami.
Yet they're, according to 247 Sports, FSU's 33rd in recruiting. So, they're trying to move themselves up.
Okay, Auburn is 2-5. Auburn is 4th in the nation recruiting.
Yeah.
So there's hope there. There's hope at Auburn.
Yeah.
I don't know. 33rd is nothing to brag about.
It's not. But they have moved up a little bit.
I know you're trying to be positive.
Florida's down here at 39.
You could be Florida.
They were side by side.
Yeah. And Florida just won last week.
Yeah.
The way Florida looked, and then watching both those two teams, Florida State's not going to be Florida. Of course, week to week changes. Everything changes from week to week. But I just never seen a Florida State team look like that.
Yeah, they look bad, and I was hopeful in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was like,
it looked like, and then the pick
good.
six, and then the wheels were off at that point. Yeah.
I don't know. We just saw where Oklahoma fired their offensive coordinator. Now, does Novell, does he fire anybody during the season? Does he keep them all intact until after the season?
That's the challenge of a head coach.
Yeah. What do you do?
I thought about this after seeing all these coaches fired, this weekend. As a head coach, you probably ought to just tell all of them up front, look, I love all you guys, but if it comes down to the end of the season and something's not working, one of y'all might have to be the scapegoat. Isn't that how it works? That's how it works.
You know that going in as a coach, you're hired to be fired. I mean, sooner or later you're going to get fired if you do it long enough, or it just is. Hey, Rocket, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you think it's hurt FSU with Rob going in there giving the pep talks and stuff?
Yeah.
Should we keep Rob away from FSU?
Rob should stay away. Because
I think Rob could be the problem.
Oh, man.
He gets them all pumped up and then he goes, and by the way,
that's those donuts he brings.
You can't win them all. Thank you very much for
Rob, if you brought donuts Friday, we wouldn't have mentioned you.
Yeah, Rob.
Where is he? Where is he when I need him?
He's going to call during the Alabama.
What did you feel like? I mean, we were watching FSU. It was just making you sick watching the game. Me and my roommate sat there and watched it. We were going to go somewhere, and we just said, the heck with it. We were depressed. What about you when you watched FSU get their butt kicked by Florida? Were you the same way, like, this can't be happening?
I can't believe the whole season. I mean, how, and I'm sure there's a logical, easy explanation for why a college team can be so good one year and then be so crappy the next year. But if the explanation is so crystal clear and easy, then why can't it be fixed?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. This is the bottom line.
Okay, well, why can't it be fixed?
This game used to be a team sport. You used to go to a university because you loved that university. They would tell you, I remember, don't go play for a coach. That coach may get fired. He may retire. Go play for the school that you love, that you want to go and play for. And you did that. It was a team sport. You were told everything. It's about the team. It's not an individual sport. It's about the team.
I think he's talking about the 70s and 80s, John.
Well, no, up until about 5 years ago. Now, the game has completely changed. The coach would tell you to do something. You jumped. You didn't question it. You just did it. Now the players have the. Did you see the Alabama game against South Carolina? Or Vandy? Yeah. The kid told him to get off the field. He didn't leave the field. He told him he kicked the ball. What happened against Tennessee? We had one of our players punch the Tennessee guy on 4th down. Now it's 4th and 22 instead of 4th and 7.
On your own
we
team.
have people that
You're
can
doing this to your own
leaves
team.
their teammates. They leave their teammates to go play somewhere else because now it's all about the individual. It's not about the team anymore. Transferring has killed the sport. NIL has caused jealousy within the sport. It's a different sport now. And everybody has players. You're not going to sit on the bench anymore at Alabama and Georgia. Georgia's thin, not like it used to be. They're still winning, but they're not as deep as they used to be.
Yeah.
Alabama,
they're well coached. Georgia's well coached.
Alabama in the second half, our defensive line were tired. Our defensive players were tired. We don't have the backups we used to have. Tennessee kicked our butt. We don't have them. Everybody's got good players, so you're going to see more and more. You can't win without good players. You can lose with them, but you can't win without them. So you're going to see more and more of this. It's going to be more balanced out. What I don't like about it, that the players got all the power. 17, 18, 19-year-old kid can tell a coach, kiss my butt. You ain't redshirting me. I'll do what I want. That's not what college football used to teach you.
College
about
is about
life.
learning.
It's
right?
about life lessons.
Lessons.
And
There
it's
you
not
go.
anymore. It's
about money.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, well. Oh, today's voting day. Get out and vote today. You can vote today.
First day.
Go vote. Let's break all the
Started at
records. Everybody
7
go
o'clock
vote
this
today.
morning.
If you're going to vote the way I do, go vote. If you don't vote at all. Go vote. I think you know who I like. Oh, my goodness. Chad Mitchell, great, outstanding FSU update. You amaze me, my friend. Everything you do, anything you touch turns to
it's
gold.
a sad update.
I mean, you have great parties. You have great doctor skills.
we were hoping we were going to party with FSU, and they were the party pooper.
It was more like a
I really
eulogy.
appreciate you getting on the speakers and speaking and thanking everybody but me and Wildcat. That was real nice. Unbelievable.
Y'all weren't at the party. I thanked everybody for coming to the party.
We were walking in. We didn't hear our name. We left. I said, heck with him.
Yes, that was
Randy was
that was
there.
a beautiful eulogy, Chad.
Just so you know, Randy was
Randy
there.
represented ESPN. All right, Dr. Ward, 1 in 5 develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. 5 minutes can save your life. And Dr. Ward has offices throughout Northwest Florida. Make an appointment, go see him. If it doesn't look right, feel right, any kind of bleeding, don't put it off. Seriously, go see him. And there are offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Dr. Ward does a great job. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30 right here. He's got a lot to say this week. He's already texted me. He's ready to go. Of course, the Gators won, so he's happy. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Listen to Jason Kovaleski tomorrow. The guy's incredible. And not only that, him and Liz are partner. Liz Hunt are partner. Liz has got a place. She's a veteran. God bless her. She's a veteran. Thank you, Liz, for what you did for our country. She is a veteran. She has a Anytime Fitness in Callaway. If you please, and you need to work out, guys. You need to. If you're getting up there in age or young, whatever age you are, go get in shape. They can help you out anytime, and it's run by a group of veterans. Anytime Fitness in Callaway. I think it's by the Beef Brady's over there.
Anytime, meaning 24 hours
24/7. Yes, they got coaches there. They do everything. Go check it out. Get your body looking the best it can be. Liz knows what she's doing. She's incredible. So is Jason Kovaleski. So is Dr. Chad Mitchell. So is
Wildcat. He meant to say
Taco
Wildcat.
Bell. I want to thank Taco Bell for everything they've done for high school athletics forever. They've always been supportive. Eric Baker does an incredible job. 3 great locations in Panama City Beach. And Callaway, they support the Rutherford Rams. Rams, get out to Callaway, Taco Bell, support them. And then Coach Jones down there at Taco Bell. He loves Taco Bell. And they do DoorDash down there. Taco Bell, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, #1. Taco Bell. We'll be right back. 104.3. Chad Mitchell, FSU. Great job. Chad Mitchell, Florida Gators on board. When we get back, Rob, stay away from FSU.
Are you ready to go under the lights? Mosley Dolphin football is back.
Wide open down the sideline.
ESPN Northwest Florida brings you live play-by-play coverage all season long. With David Hayes
Touchdown, Mosley Dolphin.
and Kyle Wright.
You take the top off the defense, and the interception turns into points for the Mosley offense.
Exclusively on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 80 with a gentle breeze around 11 miles per hour coming out of the northeast. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 63. Tomorrow, a wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 82. For Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 83. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. And a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long distance meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal. Next in line.
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Lucid Stream TV. Get over 2,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch local network channels from most major markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Just $41.99 a month. Cut the cord, not the fun. To get Lucid Stream TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click the Lucid TV logo.
He has a really low passenger rating on Uber. He punched a magician and started a petition to remove the penny from circulation.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael studio.
Is he sane? I have no idea.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Gators, Travis, where are you? Tell us all early. He needs to call us in the Florida update. He doesn't like that. See, he won't do that. He wants to hear everything. But when it's Alabama, he wants to treat us bad. Florida update. Good gosh, great job, Florida Gators. They look good. They look quick. They look fast. They playing all these freshmen. They beat a Wildcat team, Kentucky Wildcats. I didn't know who to pick in that game. I think I did pick Florida though. What did you think? And give us your update, Chad Mitchell.
Well, you know, the guy to talk about is this Jaden Ball, the running back. 22 carries, 106 yards.
Freshman.
5 touchdowns.
Can you believe that?
5 touchdowns.
Go Gators, baby.
Absolutely.
Go Gators. Go Gators.
Yeah, now, you can't get away from talking about DJ Lagway and the long ball.
Woo.
Accuracy, deep. It was fun to watch.
Freshman.
So Lagway, he completed 7 passes in the game, 7 of 14, 259 yards. He did have 1 interception. The game started off with 2 field goals by Florida in the first and second quarter, and then Kentucky does this little flea flicker trick play to get a touchdown. After that, it was all touchdowns. Florida scores 3, Kentucky scores 2, Florida scores 3 more. And the final score, Florida Gators 48, Kentucky Wildcats 20.
Chad, you know what's crazy about that? Stoops is a defensive-minded coach, and Florida scored 48 points.
Yeah.
Golly, keep going, baby. You're doing good.
Anyway, the time of possession for Florida was 30 minutes and 4 seconds. For Kentucky, it was 29 minutes and 56 seconds. Florida had 476 total yards with 1 turnover, 16 first downs. Kentucky had 311 yards, 3 turnovers, 17 first downs. And so, the turnovers made a lot of the difference. But Florida looked good in this game.
They did look good. They looked quick.
They looked like we expected them to be.
Yeah.
And so it's encouraging. I feel like Florida's getting better as the season goes on, where some teams seem to be getting worse.
Hey, give him a raise. Billy Napier forever.
Season goes on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. College football is a little unpredictable.
Well, let's bring in the local expert that has really some people think that the pep talks he's been giving to FSU Friday night before the games have not worked. And I had to read what somebody had sent me, like, tell Rob to leave FSU alone. So I hope he's not mad at me, but let's bring him up. Rob, how you doing this morning?
I'm fine. At least everybody else knows what it's like now.
That's funny, Rob. I love it. That's awesome.
Hey, now we know why Norvell didn't put the backup quarterback in sooner, huh?
Remember we said that. We remember how bad we were? We're like, nobody can be that bad. And then we see what's happening, and kind of, I want to go apologize to him now.
Yeah, because I think they're worse than we thought.
Rob, have you ever seen a major college football team, especially Florida State, where you've known They have all these great skilled players. I saw them drop 3 passes in their hands. I mean, just drop them.
I have to be honest with you. I did grow up, and I was a fan back when Daryl Mudra was there, and I can't remember who else was there before Bobby Bowden came in. They went 0-11 one year and 1-10 the other year.
Mm-hmm.
So they had 2 years that they won one ball game. So I have seen them bad before, but I have not seen. Here's my thing: how are those kids on scholarship? They can't catch. They can't throw.
I'm with you.
I mean, you don't even have to be a football fan to understand how bad they are. And I just don't get it after a week.
2 weeks, get ready.
2 weeks of
Well, now,
getting ready.
let's give them credit. Now, the first quarter, the first couple, they looked good. I mean, they did. And then it just fell completely apart.
Well, the defense, right. And that's, I think, part of the problem is the defense. They drove down. They did kick a field goal. And then they went 3 and out. And so then then FSU gets the ball back. And we're going to be 3 and out, but they run the fake punt, and we're successful.
Yeah.
So it extended the drive. Well, then they throw a freaking pick 6. Okay. It's 7-3. Okay, regroup. We're okay. It's not a big deal. Then he runs that around the end and fumbles the football.
Yeah.
Then they come back. The next play throws an interception. I mean, I don't get it. I just really do not understand and don't get it.
Look at Florida. Florida was terrible. They're getting better. I mean, they are. They're getting better.
Well, let me ask you a question. And the reason that I'm called now is because I got out of the truck as soon as Coach Griff got on, and then I just got back in the truck when I called and y'all came out of break. Okay. So I don't even know what y'all said about how bad they were during the segment. But here's my thing: where do you even start with this? Do you just? I mean, I don't know where do you, they got the best punter in the country. So then they got a pretty darn good field goal kicker. So, okay, those 2 guys get to stay. What do you do with everybody else?
Yeah, I hear you, man. They're going to have to get transfer players, and they're going to have to do a better job in recruiting high school talent. They're 33rd in the nation right now. That's got to come up in at least top 10.
Whoever is the head of finding the I don't know what you call it.
Transfers.
Whoever's the head of the portal that that gets these guys coming in, they need to fire him first, and then figure out where to go. Because I just don't see any improvement. And now you're talking about another 2 years of this to rebuild.
Rob, you made a good point. That's a good question. You would think probably the offensive coordinator, which is your offensive line coach, where they've looked terrible on the offensive line and the offense is terrible. So you'd think that might be the first position. But defense hadn't been like it's been in the past either. Do they get rid of all of them? And I hope they don't get rid of.
Well, the defense was awesome last year. It just goes to show you how good the defense was. And in a lot of these games they played in, the defense has been on the field a lot.
Yeah.
So I would say, strength coach, conditioning coach. Are we just out of shape? I don't know. It's going to take a lot. Somebody's going to have the good thing is we're not going to have to worry about a bowl game. So that'll give them an extra 2 months to try and scratch their head and figure it out.
Yeah. Well, Rob, let's talk about the Gators. Let's say some good positive things to them. They 48 points on a Stoops defense. That didn't happen a lot.
They look good, and
they're playing freshmen. They got true freshmen playing.
Correct, and they look good. Now, here's my thing: is that Kentucky was that their game that they should have really won? That they just they laid the egg because Stoops is known for doing that.
Goodbye, Rob. Thanks for calling.
Hey! All I do is speak the truth. Am I not correct on that?
Yes. Thank you.
So I mean, I tell my wife all the time when something happens. I said, all I do is speak the truth. I don't beat around the bush. Right. So, and that's the problem with Stoops. That's why I think Stoops is still at Kentucky. Is because he is a good coach. He's a good, he's a good 8-4 coach. You know,
and that'll make you keep your job forever at Kentucky.
Yeah, you know, and they're happy with him. He's happy there. It's a good place to be, good place to live.
Rob, we got to take a break. Any other wisdom do you want to share with everybody out there?
Ooh, well, you know.
Yeah, wait a minute. You weren't listening. You weren't listening earlier. You weren't listening.
Not during that.
Chad was saying all kinds of stuff. Chad said you go speak to the team before the game. That's the reason they're losing. I couldn't believe he said that.
Rob. I heard you was saying bad things about me. I can take it. My skin's like leather.
Yeah, you're the best.
Hey, I was going to go to Dr. Mitchell's party Friday night, but they had a real good high school football game over there right down the street, so I went to it.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get through security at Chad's place. It was wild.
I had an insight. My wife works for them, so I could have gone. They had me a spot saved with a chair, and they bought me a spotlight out. What
was that blonde? What's the famous blonde singer? The one she's married a football player, or she's dated a football player.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she was there. She was performing there. Yeah. Chad had her there. Carrie Underwood was there. Who else you have there, Chad?
There wouldn't have been nobody at Tommy Oliver if she'd have been there.
Yeah. All right, we got to go, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many wonderful sponsors. Appreciate all you guys. Turpro Pest Control. You want the yard look absolutely gorgeous. Patrick, where are you? I thought he'd be in here by 8:30. Well, it's not 8:30. My bad. Pat's on his way. We'll let him talk about FSU and the downfall of the program. Also, Russ. Is Russ happy yesterday with that performance by the 49ers?
Oh, no. I talked to him today after work.
He was upset?
Am I upset?
No, was he upset about the game yesterday, the 49ers?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet.
Oh.
But I'm going to stop by.
I thought you said you did.
David Adamson designer jewelry on Highway 77.
You want some great jewelry, you're going to do that?
Because I designed something and they are creating it for me.
Well, when you're through there, head on down. Take Russ with you. Go on down to Beef O'Brady's. Tell Patrick we said hello. Have a great meal. Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. And don't forget on Wednesday, 10 wings inside for $9.99. Pat, as the city commissioner of Lynn Haven, does an incredible job. I think he should be the mayor one day. Pat Perno is incredible. Go to Beef O'Brady's, have a great time. They treat you like family. TV's everywhere. Great place to go watch all these games. And all you Mosley fans, get in there Friday nights before the game, have a little pep rally, have a great meal. Head on over to Tommy Oliver and have a wonderful time, man. What a season they're having. Incredible. Congratulations to the Mosley Dolphins for another county championship. Wow. Paparazzi Pizza. You love pizza. Only one place to go. That is Paparazzi. They got the best bakery, bar none. It's incredible. Try the Paradise Cake, Napoleon, carrot cake. Everything's incredible. The pizza's unbelievable. And take Chad and I, go down there. We get one lunch special, $11 and some change. 2 huge slices of pizza. That's all you need. Believe me, it's outstanding. We'll be right back. The legendary Dr. Chad Mitchell, the wild man himself, Wildcat. We get back what you've been waiting for. Tennessee Volunteer Update. We'll be right back.
The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is designed specifically for sports fanatics like you. The sports content you demand is always on. Live stream our national and local sports talk anywhere you go. Reach us on all social media. You can also be a part of the show. Call and text into our studios. Plus, up-to-the-minute weather and traffic maps. The new app from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is available at the Apple Store and Google Play.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 80 with a gentle breeze around 11 miles per hour coming out of the northeast. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 63. Tomorrow, wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 82. For Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 83. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Hey folks, Chris Kramer with Bill Kramer GM. And the best place to listen to the Inside Drive with Ryan Mulvey is inside a brand new vehicle from Bill Kramer GM. And I want you to know we've got 10 times the amount of inventory on the ground as we did this time last year, and darn near all of them are discounted. So shop us online at BillKramerGM.com or visit us at the corner of Frankfurt and 23rd. We'll make it easy and take great care of you.
WVLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX. Powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Attention homeowners, are you dreaming of a backyard oasis? Look no further than S&R Fencing, your go-to destination for quality outdoor transformations. At S&R, they specialize in crafting custom fences, decks, retainer walls, and all exterior construction that not only enhances the beauty of your home, but also stands the test of time. Their experienced team takes pride in delivering top-notch craftsmanship with a personal touch. S&R Fencing, locally owned, licensed, and insured, and a member of the BBB.
Put down your natural light. It's time for the Alabama Update. The Alabama Update, weekday mornings at 8. On the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll Tide. Alabama Updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Anytime, day or night, they're there for you. Locals taking care of locals. And don't forget, every 6 months you want to get it serviced. It's going to save you money on your power bill. It runs better, lasts longer. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. Love those people down there. Days of fearing the University of Alabama is over. No more fear. You know, Alabama would get off the bus. That was like getting a touchdown before the game started. No longer. 2 losses in October. First time this has happened since 2007. Nick Saban versus Tennessee, 16-1. Congratulations, Tennessee Volunteers. Great game. You guys made adjustments at halftime, came back, and you put it on Alabama. Congratulations. Big rival game. Alabama quarterback Milroe, he is not a drop-back passer. He is a great runner. He's play action, throw the ball deep. He dropped back in the pocket 50 times. 50 times. He threw the ball 45. The other 5 times he either ran it or was sacked. He is very good rolling out, throwing the ball. He's good at running the football. A drop-back passer, we didn't think he was that good at it, and he's not. He is just not a true drop-back passer. True. 50 times they tried to make him do something that he's not that good at. Teams, again, used to be intimidated by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Not anymore. Those days are gone. Head football coach DeBoer said, we just don't play as a team. We don't put it together on the defense side of the ball and the offense side of the ball and the kicking game at the same time. 1 minute the defense will do something and we break down on defense. So he's frustrated. I get it. I told everybody Thursday we were in here talking. It was Jeremy Pridgeon, and Jeremy picked Tennessee to win. I said, Alabama, 2 things, 2 keys to the ball game. They got to start fast. And they did. They got to start fast. They cannot cannot have the penalties. Okay,
and they got to stay on the accelerator. 2
years ago, when they went to Tennessee, they got 17 penalties. This time it was better. We had 15 penalties.
That's horrible.
15 penalties for 115 yards. 15 penalties,
and they were always at critical times.
I said we have to stop the running attack. The first half. I think the first half we allowed them 44 yards rushing in the first half on the ground. In the second half, the running back, I think, had like 170. So we didn't do that. Tennessee was more physical as the game went on. Tennessee got after it. They made adjustments. We didn't. Our defense got tired. But I want to give Tennessee some credit. I'm not going to blame everything, the mistakes we made, but Tennessee played hard. The stadium was electric. Their fans are unbelievable. It's one of the loudest you can tell on TV how loud it is. They do an incredible job up in Knoxville. My daughter went and covered the game. She was up in a press box. She said, oh, my God. Then she went down the field when everybody rushed the field, and she said, Dad, it was something incredible, something to see. Amazing. They love it up there, and they do. They do a good job. So congratulations, Tennessee Volunteers, 24, the Alabama Crimson Tide, 17. Big plays in the ball game. The first drive, we go a quarterback sneak, and he breaks through there. Somebody touches his ankle, and he trips up. If he doesn't, Chad, he takes it to the house because everybody's at the line of scrimmage.
There are some plays where they are that close, within inches.
We drive down the goal line. We throw a little fade route. Tennessee picks it off and runs it 60 yards the other way.
Now, why did it get picked off?
And then I believe that was on first down.
Yeah,
it was a terrible pass.
It was a terrible pass.
And who did he throw to?
He threw right to the defender.
And who is he trying to throw it to?
He's trying to throw to Ryan Williams, yeah.
And who does he throw to almost every play?
The defender? No.
To the ground. Ryan Williams.
It was clear that he was. I mean, Alabama has 2 receivers that he seems to target.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Dupree will get a catch.
We got 3 turnovers. Tennessee turned the ball over 3 times, and we didn't take advantage of it.
We didn't do anything with those turnovers.
We didn't. No. And they're giving you the game. If he runs that touchdown on the quarterback sneak, if he hits the quarterback instead of throwing an interception, this is a totally ball game. We'd be talking totally different.
But he didn't.
He had probably the worst game he's had maybe the whole time he's been in Alabama, I think. But here's a big play of the game, Chad. Saying all that, as bad as it was, we could have had a shot. We had a shot, a small one. It's 4th down.
Yeah.
4th and 7.
Yes.
Okay. A freshman, I think the kid was a freshman at Tennessee too. DB runs his mouth, gets up close to was it Law? I think it was Law. I don't think he shoved him. But what do? We turn around and slap him in the helmet. And the kid fought back, but what did the officials do? They called it on Alabama. I thought when I saw it, they're going to call on both of them like they always do. No, they called it on Alabama. That was the ball game. Now that wasn't the whole game. That's not true. But instead of being 4th and 7, at the end of the game, it's 4th and 22. What do? We throw a 5-yard pass to the running back and pick up 10 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is. And I will say this. I'm going to be fair to Coach. I think he's a really good coach. I think he's a great man. I hope he can turn this thing around, stay there for a long time. But we got to remind ourselves of this. If you're Alabama fans, we've lost 26 players when Saban retired. 26 of our players transferred out. 26. Okay? We got the #1 recruiting class in the country right now if we can keep it. So if you got tickets this weekend to Missouri and to all the rest of the home games, go there, be loud, be proud, because we need to keep that #1 recruiting class in the country. If we don't, we're not going to keep the players coming. We're not going to keep the #1 class in the country. But anyway.
So look who we got. Look who we got left here. We got Missouri at home. Then we get an off week, and we go play LSU at LSU, okay? We know how that is. All right, and then the Mercer game. You realize Mercer's ranked like 6th in the country in their division?
You don't care who we play.
I know, but like Mercer is not as much of a cupcake as they have been. And then you got Oklahoma and
we
Auburn.
might be the cupcakes to other people. I don't know. We can't lose our confidence, and I think we have.
I just hope we don't have Mercer for
when
homecoming.
you don't believe in your coaches and you don't believe in your teammates, you're in problems. Hopefully they can regroup and get this thing going. Missouri, we'll talk about Missouri in just a second. I got some statistics, but I got somebody rude guy calling me, interrupting real quick. Good morning.
Hey, I just had one thing I wanted to add about Melrose the other night. My wife and I were sitting there watching when it was 4th down and 7. And she said something. I said, yeah, but they scored from 4th and 31.
Right.
I said, the difference is Tennessee will probably rush him and not just stand there and watch.
Yes.
Like Auburn did.
Yes.
It was a little bit different. Melrose played a good ball, but he's not the type of this year he hasn't been the type of quarterback that can carry the team.
Yeah.
Last year he carried the team.
He's not going to beat you down and kick sand in your face. He's going to struggle the whole game.
And he's
not a drop back passer. You can't have him drop back in the pocket 50 times.
I agree.
That's crazy.
They're putting. It looks to me like they're putting all the weight on Melrose, and he can't carry that. He can carry the 150 pounds, but he can't carry 190.
We've got good running backs, and when we ever do run up the middle, we usually pick up 3 or 4 yards.
When you run up the middle, it's usually Melrose that's running it.
Instead of the running back.
Yeah.
Run our running back some and let him keep it and take it sometime. I don't know. It was just that's a big rival game. And you got to give Tennessee credit. I will say this. Heupel made the adjustments on both sides of the ball. Give them credit. They out coaches. And that's what I always said. If you're going to play Bama, blitz him, put pressure on him. And I thought Kirby was going to do that, and they didn't. That first half, Kirby didn't put any pressure on him. That's what shocked me.
Right, and I think that's what's happened is that everybody watched the second half of the Georgia game, and they found whatever the weakness was that Georgia exploited on them. Everybody else is using that now.
Exactly.
And Alabama hasn't figured that out yet. How do we fix whatever that is?
And they should have addressed that after the Georgia game.
Let's not wait till our bye week and then do a self, evaluation. Can we not figure that out, today?
I'm just curious to see what the character of this team is. Look at the penalties we've gotten all year.
Well,
we kick the ball, we don't come off the field, and the coach tells, and then we slap a kid at the end of the game. It costs us 15
no
yards.
discipline.
Right, exactly. And we didn't do anything to the kid that kicked the football the other day, so therefore now we can just slap them. There is an issue, and I think you said it at the very beginning of the year when they said, "Oh, we're going to practice in the morning when it's not hot," and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're soft. Your coach is it's not an Alabama hard.
We're not a very
coach.
physical team on the defense side of the ball. Anytime anybody gets down towards the goal line, we can't stop, and they're going to walk in.
They get in the red zone, we can't stop.
I don't even know if we got a goal line defense. I don't know we even have it in this package.
Tell me this. You watched every play that they've done this year. Used to, you would see either a safety or a corner come from somewhere when the running back got the football. He was scared that once he got to the line of scrimmage because somebody was fixing to take his head off.
Exactly.
Have you seen that yet this year?
No,
but Sab is making all the tackles.
And I go back, Chad. I don't think I've seen we are gap 8 down the goal line, 1 yard, 2 line. I don't think we lined up in that yet.
Oh yeah, it's
that
just
formation dictates a lot of it. Still,
whatever the keys that their safeties and corners key on for the running back. They used to, once they decided to go, they were coming, and you better look out. If you
better have the right, I don't want that camera there on me. You better take that camera off. I had a guy from Montgomery who said, watch this. He goes, tell that guy to put a camera level because you're better looking than what you look. He did. That guy did tell me that.
Guys,
I don't want that camera.
Day.
You
Bye.
too.
I talk about my looks. He hangs up on it. I tell you what, man, you love one thing, Stevenson Air Conditioning for the Alabama update. They do a great job. Anytime, day or night, they're there for you. They got trucks throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Don't go with some national company. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. Local guy, local company, do incredible work. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Just like J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. The best seafood, the coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. Chuck Tucker, again, another local. His business expanded throughout Northwest Florida because they're great at what they do. South Oak Time Closing, #1. Not even close. They're incredible. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. You love Mexican food. Right across the street from the Navy base. Happy hour is unbelievable. Karaoke every Thursday night. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. Great place to have a birthday party. And let's talk to a legend right now. Chad, you've been on the sidelines for 25 years. 25 years you've given up your weekends for Bay County. What can the average kid or the average human, what can they do to get up with you?
They can call Orthopedic Associates at 850-785-4344. You can also look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
And another game I missed this weekend, Auburn, Missouri. We get back, we'll be talking about the Auburn Tigers. Auburn update. And you listen to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're the home of the Auburn Tigers, Mosley Dolphins, and also the Atlanta Braves. We'll be right back with Chad Mitchell, Wildcat, and a phone call.
Do you suffer from political talk radio fatigue?
We know that under the 49% rate, the U.S. economy is
Tune into the most fun and exciting new radio show on the Gulf Coast. It's The Inside Drive with Brian Mulvey. From the Bill Kramer Chevrolet Buick GMC and Kramer Marine Outdoor Studios. Middays 11 to 1 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 80 with a gentle breeze around 11 miles per hour coming out of the northeast. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 63. Tomorrow, wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 82. For Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 83. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rates you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-708-3092. 800-708-3092. 800-708-3092. That's 800-708-3092.
If your neighbor, employer, or grandmother were traumatized by comments made on the Coach James Hale Show.
One thing people aren't saying a whole lot about, and I probably get in trouble,
but just wanted to take this moment to say, get bent. We're live from the J. Michael Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
I'm going to change places with you. Now I'm sitting over there. Whoa, Eagle. Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. All you Auburn Tigers out there, we let one slip away. I want to say this. We got to take a phone call real quick. Auburn, I picked Auburn to win, and they looked good. I thought it was the best they played for 3 quarters all year.
I did too.
But what made me sick, and I'm being negative. I know I've had all the teams we follow lost except for Florida and Georgia. Anyway, they drive down the field, 8 out of 9 plays, running plays, right down the field. They get first and goal. What do they do the next 3 plays? They throw 3 passes. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Why didn't they not keep running the ball?
You know, that's a question that gets asked often.
I don't.
If they can't stop you, they can't stop you. Yeah.
Anyway, let's bring the caller on. Good morning, sir.
Who's that coming down the track, Coach?
Oh, yeah. Woo! Them dogs, baby. Hey, wait a minute.
In the land, ain't nothing worse than that drunk Georgia fan. Let me tell you something. First of all, you got a Florida State fan comment about Alabama. He must be transferring over since they're 1-6. And then you got another Alabama fan talking about they're worried about Mercer. What are y'all talking about this for? Y'all ain't SEC fans. Come on.
All right, listen. I want you to give me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me say something. Let me talk about something. No, let me talk about something just for a minute. I'll let you talk the rest of the time.
Don't worry about them Bears.
Georgia's head football coach, Kirby Smart, versus the number 1 team in the country. In 2018, Kirby versus number 1 Alabama lost 35-28. In 2021, Kirby Smart versus number 1 Alabama wins 33-18. 2022, Kirby Smart versus number 1 Tennessee, Georgia wins 27-13. Kirby Smart versus number 1 Texas, 2024, Georgia wins. Kirby Smart is the king of college football. It's his world. We just live in it.
Let me hear you say "Go Dogs."
Go Dogs, baby! I'm bad. I'm done with Bama. I'm done. I'm a Georgia Bulldog.
Traitor. See how you are.
Hey, I have to say I was rooting for Georgia against Texas.
Kirby's taking his. This is probably the least talented team we've ever had.
You just don't have any depth. Your first team's good.
Players up.
Yeah, your first teams are good.
Our defense looked like outlaws in that game. They were cracking the heads, man.
Yeah, it was like classic Kirby Smart defense.
When you start getting popped in the head like that by them big old boys like that, let me tell you something. It ain't that easy to sit back there and just try to throw the ball.
So I was saying earlier in the show, my favorite scene was when they panned over right before halftime to the Texas bench, and you've got Quinn Ewers and Manning sitting there, and they just look vanquished. I mean, they look like they have gotten their tails
They didn't want any
whipped.
more of it? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. They didn't look like they didn't want
side.
any more. Yeah.
Javon Walker's on the other side with his afro hanging out, and he's like, dude, I just racked those boys up.
Hey, wait a minute now. I have never in my life, if I'm Kirby, I don't know if I'd even played anymore. When they robbed Georgia, I don't care if they got the call right. I don't care if they got it wrong. This is the first time in college football in my lifetime I can ever remember they call pass interference. Okay, they bring the ball back. They're getting ready to play. The Texas fans are throwing beer bottles, water cups, everything on the field. They stop the game. They get together. Hey, look, man, we're in Texas. These people will kill us. We got to change this play. They change the call. Kirby goes nuts. Have you ever seen that in your life?
Listen.
It's a judgment call.
Wait.
You can't. I don't get that. That was
Did
wrong.
it matter?
It doesn't matter.
And the reason it didn't matter is because Georgia
This will
was
happen again.
whipping their tails.
All right, let me ask you
that
this.
That call doesn't matter
Why not
because
the next
Georgia
fans?
was whipping them.
Why not, when you go to play somebody else stand? When they go to Baton Rouge, those people need to do the same thing.
I get what you're saying. It doesn't need to happen.
That was
but I'm just
wrong.
saying, the reason that play didn't affect that game is because Georgia was whipping them.
But that doesn't matter. That was wrong. Am I crazy or not? Because I'm like Kirby. That you just don't see that. That's never happened before.
The only other fans that throw things on the field is those ones that wear the same colors you worked on Saturday for community service. And that's them.
Yeah.
They're the dirtiest fans, dirtiest players. Let me tell you something. When we were getting our butts kicked by y'all in the first half Alabama game, we woke up the Giant. We are about to turn this thing on if we get that running game going the way we're going.
Yeah.
If ETN can do what he's doing, I'm going to tell you now, man, Georgia Bulldogs are going to be a force to be reckoned with the rest of the season. And let me tell you, Florida, I'm glad y'all got y'all feeling good about yourself, but Kirby's not. I mean, and Ole Miss, Tennessee, we getting all the videos just like y'all getting.
I don't know. I think the Gators. There might be something special against y'all this year. I think y'all better watch out, man. I think they got something for y'all.
Don't sleep.
Didn't you pick Texas?
Let me see.
Horns down, baby.
It
Horns
depends
down.
on whether it was halftime or not.
Horns down.
I did too.
Horns
I picked
down.
Texas.
I like it, John.
No, but seriously, as a Georgia fan, and you watching them sit there and hold the game up and change a play like that, a judgment call, okay? I didn't think you can go back and change a judgment call. I don't think you can't review it. You can't go review it, but they changed their mind. I don't blame Kirby for going nuts. That was embarrassing.
Well, there's three plays. First of all, I'll give you three things. We would have beat them by 60 if the 10 drops we didn't have. They hit him right in the hands.
Right in the hands.
Our guys must have had Vaseline on their gloves the whole entire game because I'm going to tell you right now, it was going right in between their hands. Hitting them in the hands.
Yeah.
And then Beck to hold his composure after those three interceptions and have the people making all the drops. And still come down
that's
there.
that hand lotion.
You know what?
That's hand lotion from counting all that
He
money.
ran that ball. He ran that ball on that third down play, risked his own self because he's already got a bum shoulder.
Y'all need to leave Bobo alone now. I love what
I
they
ain't
do.
worried about
They
Bobo.
run the ball. I mean, they're the only team that tries to run the ball. Georgia will run the ball over and over. Alabama will run a play and pick up 5 yards by running back, and they don't run it again the rest of the game. Hugh Freeze drives down the field, running it, gets first and goal, and throws 3 passes. I like Bobo.
That game Saturday was Georgia's best recruiting video you can find because if you watch the game and you listen to the head coach talk to everybody in the whole entire world about how he feels and how it's supposed to be, go dogs, go dogs, go dogs. Just remember what he said. That's his last 3 words.
I'm glad you did that little cheer coming in.
Sit dog.
That was pretty cool.
Them Gators going to get some, too, in 2 weeks.
Hey, thanks for ruining the Auburn update. We appreciate it.
Hey, Auburn's going to get some, too.
Don't be hating on your team now, Coach. Don't be hating.
No, I don't. You got to get through this.
Good. The players are not that good. Those 5-star players coming in now expect that they are the best thing since sliced bread.
Right, like they ain't got to work for it.
You got to lower the ego, and that guy right there had learned how to get. Let me tell you something. Wouldn't you like to have been a fly on the wall after the way Georgia was up 34-10 against Mississippi State, then they come back and score 30 on us or 20-something in the third quarter?
Baby. Kirby's salty now. Kirby's salty.
Kirby ran the defensive practice all week in Athens, I promise you.
Yeah.
Now, hey, going back to Bama, though, seriously, going back to Bama, Bama fans got to calm down. We lost 26 kids transferred out. We got the number one recruit.
Y'all lost the ultimate player, and that is Nick.
But
Saban.
we got we're the number one recruiting class in the country right now. We keep this class together. But you know what, though, seriously, it doesn't matter anymore because they can transfer out.
No, that's right. Let me tell you, there's going to be some players on y'all's team this year that ain't getting carried. Can't wait to start getting all those Super Bowl wins when Kirby comes to Dallas Cowboys. That's going to be awesome. Get out of town, man. Get out of town. He's got to win. He won't do that until he beats Saban's record as a coach, and then he might try that.
Yeah. I love Kirby. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call, man.
I can't believe y'all ain't running the Hayes boy.
I know. He runs it. You see on the goal line, they gave him the ball finally up the middle. He walked into the end zone.
Better watch out, man. Yeah. Kirby played with his daddy. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I'm surprised. He probably will go over there. There's no telling.
Better watch out. We need us back next year.
Yep. He's one of the best in the country. Nobody knows about him.
Oh, he's the best from Buford High School. He's one of the best running backs there is.
Yep. There's no doubt about that. All right, man. We got to take a break. Thanks for calling. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. That was your Georgia Bulldog brought to you by Auburn Tigers. Oh, my goodness. Pat, where's Pat? I don't know. If you looked at the door, he's probably out there beating on the door for an hour.
I am. I'm looking.
Bottom line, Auburn game, they gave it up in the fourth quarter.
14-point lead.
I thought they were going to win this game.
Quarter,
yeah.
And slips
15
away.
unanswered points.
We'll talk about it later.
By Missouri.
Yeah. You want that yard look beautiful. Turf Pro pass control. I'll get it right in a minute.
You're doing your clean it up.
Turf Pro Pest Control will get it done. Patrick, where are you? They do a great job. Call them. They'll come out. That yard look absolutely beautiful. I want some jewelry. Where am I going to go?
You're going to go to David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven. 25 to 75% off sale going on now. Everything in the store just in time for the holidays.
Yes, tell you what, they do a great job, and so does Liz Hunt. She does a great job. She's a veteran. For that reason alone, we all should go join Anytime Fitness in Callaway. Anytime Fitness in Callaway. It's over there, I think, near that Beef O'Brady's. Go check it out. Anytime, 24/7 is open. They do an incredible job. And when you get through with Liz, go see Max Fit Sports Nutrition, Jason Kovaleski. Look better, feel better. Try it before you buy it. Jason will be here tomorrow. Can't wait to talk to him. I think it's going to be Georgia and Ohio State for the national championship. That's what I think. Oregon's going to win out. They're going to get beat.
I don't know. I mean, Oregon's got a pretty good team. Lanning's doing a good job. We'll see.
Yes, they have. They will lose to the Buckeyes in the playoffs. I got the hiccups. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Set your alarm clock to wake up with the Coach Hale Show on ESPN Northwest Florida. In-depth local and college sports from expert insiders and a dash of controversy.
Can be deadly.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9.
Nothing says good morning like a drunken human alarm clock.
You're live from the J. Michaels studio.
We all know he loves the Florida Gators, but that's okay.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
I can control the world.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
Hey, Gator fans, bring your family and friends to Rocket Lanes, home of the Panhandle Gator Club. While you enjoy Gator football watch parties in the sports bar with fellow Gators, your family and friends can enjoy bowling, roller skating, and the many entertaining electronic games. All Gator fans are also welcome to attend the Panhandle Gator Club meetings, 6 p.m. every second Tuesday of the month at the same location. Follow Gator gatherings all year long at panhandlegatorclub.com. Go Gators!
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Lucid Stream TV. Get over 2,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch local network channels from most major markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. Just $41.99 a month. Cut the cord, not the fun. To get Lucid Stream TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click the Lucid TV logo.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is a man's world.
It's a Georgia Bulldogs world. Kirby.
But it wouldn't be nothing.
Kirby Smart.
Nothing without a woman or a girl.
As I sit here all alone, I hear James Brown sing It's a Man's World. It really is, though. You know what the biggest crowd, Chad Mitchell, do you know what the biggest crowd in the history of Texas football? It's unbelievable. It happened 2 years ago. Alabama in 2022 was the number one ranked team in the country. September 10th, 2022. 105,213 people were the most to ever watch a game in Austin, Texas. Isn't that incredible? 105,213.
That's a lot of folks.
Well, the record was broke. Georgia comes in town with Kirby Smart. There were more people there. And I question this. I don't think it's true. Guess how many people were there this time?
110.
How much?
110,000.
What do you think, Wildcat? How many more people were there than last time?
What was last year's numbers?
I just said it twice.
Well,
105,213.
125.
125 more?
Yep. No, 125 total.
125 total. Good, pretty good selection.
See?
They were two more people that were in the stadium.
Two more people.
Two more. I call BS.
That was a trick question.
I call BS on this. I say that's BS. I don't believe that. I think it was a tie. Anyway, they say it was 105,215. When Bama played, there was 105,213. All right, Chad. We talked about Oregon. They're in the driver's seat. This is who Oregon has left.
Seat.
They just beat Purdue. They got Illinois. But, hey, they hadn't lost a game, I don't think, or maybe one. Then they got Michigan, a terrible Michigan football team. They got Maryland. They got Wisconsin, which is not bad. And then who they got last? Washington. You're right. I think they went out.
Illinois is 6-1, by the way. Indiana's 7-0. So do they?
They don't play Indiana.
They don't play Indiana, right? Yeah.
No, they've got Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin.
Hey, Indiana's 7-0. Let's see who Indiana's got left because they may have to play them
in Washington. What's going to happen? They'll probably stay ranked number one the entire year. They will play Ohio State and for the Big Ten championship, and Ohio State will win. You heard it here first. Okay, that's just a fact, Jack.
Isn't that what you said last week?
Yes.
Touche, doctor. Touche.
All right. According to CBS, this is according to CBS, not Chad Mitchell, not myself, not Wildcat. This is according to CBS. Bowls and playoffs. The number one seed in college football. They're looking ahead. From what they saw after week 8, they look ahead. They can tell the future. Number one seed in the country, Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia will play in the Sugar Bowl on January 1st. They'll play the winner of the 8th seed and 9th seed winner. They will play. 8 and 9 winner will play on December 20th or 21st. They'll play the winner. Chad, the number 2 seed, they listened to me. They already listened to me. The number 2 seed in the Rose Bowl. Number 2, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They'll play the winners of round seed 7 and 10. The Fiesta Bowl, the number 4 seed team, Iowa State out of the Big 12. They will play the winner of 5 and 12. The number 3 seed in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta on December 31st. Number 3, Miami, will play the winner of 6 and 11. Let's get to December 20th. Who are these teams? Number 5, Oregon, with one loss to Ohio State. They listen to me. Versus number 12, it's at Oregon, number 12, Boise State. This they're wrong on. CBS is wrong.
Boise State?
Yeah, Boise State's the 12th seed.
I know they're 5-1 right now.
Number 8, Alabama. I don't believe that.
Alabama's
I think they're wrong.
I think they got
They think Bama's is back. Alabama, number 8 versus number 9, BYU. Okay? Number 6 seed, Texas Longhorns versus number 11, Texas A&M. Number 7 seed, the Penn State Nittany Lions at home. These are all Texas at home.
Penn State could be there
State's
for
at home.
sure.
Versus number 10, Clemson. Okay?
Yep.
And so let's say if Bama, all right, let's go to Bama. Bama wins and beats BYU. They go to the Sugar Bowl in a rematch versus Georgia. Oregon, number 5 seed, beats Boise State, number 12. They go play the Fiesta Bowl to play Iowa State. Texas beats Texas A&M. They're number 6. They go play Miami in the Peach Bowl. Penn State upsets Clemson. Number 7, Penn State, they go play the Buckeyes in the Rose Bowl. Where do the rest of the SEC teams play their bowl games? I got it for you. The Gators on January 6th, the Gator Bowl. January 2nd, Tennessee versus SMU. December 31st, December 31st, LSU plays Texas Tech, and I forgot to write down the name of the bowl. December 31st, Citrus Bowl, Missouri, Indiana. December 31st, the Quest Bowl.
Did you say Texas Tech?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Where are
LSU,
they?
Texas Tech. I'm just reading what they said.
You ain't got last
December
you must have last
31st.
year's.
December 31st, Quest Bowl. Ole Miss versus Iowa. December 30th, Music City, Arkansas, Illinois. December 27th, Las Vegas Bowl. South Carolina versus Chad Mitchell's favorite guy, Deion Sanders, in Colorado. December 27th, Liberty Bowl.
Colorado's gonna make
You're
it
going to
either.
love this. Liberty Bowl. Vandy versus West Virginia. That's
Vandy's going to make it?
Yeah.
Hey, if Vandy beats
one
Texas,
more game.
watch it.
One more game, they're bowl eligible. That is brought to you by CBS experts. They say this is the future. So,
oh my goodness,
make your plans accordingly. Go have a great time. It's so glad to see your pretty face in here. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Those Seminoles, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you were talking about Mosley. Oh, yeah.
I think he meant to say they're sorry.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Your daughter, did she have a good time Friday night?
Yeah, they had a good time.
Were you at the game?
Yeah.
Did you have your phone out watching FSU?
No. I put it on record and sat down near the sidelines trying not to hear anything.
How do you drop 3 passes in your hands?
I think they put butter on the gloves and
I think you're right.
taking cooking classes or something like that.
Hand lotion from counting all that money.
NIL money.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
You're probably right.
You're not entirely wrong. I think some of them get
Wildcat
paid
knows
more
what-
money
he
than
knows
they
what he's
actually
talking
make
about.
catches.
Good job, Wildcat. I like that.
Hey, I think Florida State might have an NIL deal with Betty Crocker butter or something.
How long is it really though? They might win one more game. I thought North Carolina for sure win. I'm not sure now.
No, I'm not sure about that one.
How good is Charleston? Or who they got? Charleston Southern. How good are they?
They're usually not that good.
Notre Dame's good. Notre Dame looked good. I watched them last against Georgia Tech. They look good.
And Georgia Tech was missing their quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Florida now. Florida looked good. Playing all those freshmen, they look good. You thought
Florida's looking better.
Yeah.
Well, take away the bonehead coaching calls against Tennessee.
Yeah, I know it. You're right.
And they're right there in the mix.
You're right. Better than Alabama.
Hey, did it prove Spurrier right, like he was saying?
Yeah. The old ball coach. What do you seriously, though, with Florida State, how long does it take to get this thing back?
I think you're fixing to see some big changes coming out of, especially the offense. People are trying to defend the offensive coordinator and missing games, but he's also the offensive line coach. 5 years in, yeah, they had the most starts, but they haven't been that good of an offensive line.
Why was
at any point.
Why was he suspended for the 3 games? What did he? I forgot what he did. Was it recruiting?
Yeah, he gave a recruit a ride on campus to a scheduled meeting.
Wow. And Michigan cheats and wins the national championship. Okay.
Hey, Florida State should have said for that one, this was player safety. We were afraid he was going to get mugged.
With NIL money. Yeah. I don't know. I really that was more disappointing in that game than any of them this year.
Well, the receivers and the offensive line are the, and I don't want to knock the quarterbacks. Croman Hope looked decent, especially being a true freshman. I mean, he's only 18 years old. But where's the players? They've got receivers, but they don't have.
Now, running backs, that guy gets a great effort, but he's not really a great talent, but he's a good player. The ones that had the talent are hurt.
Yeah, Tolafili, he's not a power back.
No.
He's a hit a hole, and he can make it and go.
Yeah.
Cam Davis is a true freshman. He's going to be a power back. Everybody got to see Sam Singleton this year at the game when he returned that kickoff. I've talked with Sam for the last 2 years, and it's kind of been a running joke even in the running back room at Florida State. And I tell him after every game, I'm like, Sam, quit trying to run over people. Run around them and show them your speed. And in that kickoff, he had the opportunity to run over the last guy, and he kind of veered to the right a little bit, and when he hit it,
yeah.
I mean, I'm watching a replay, but I was like, he's gone. You ain't catching him.
But what blows me, and I'm saying this, but I saw Georgia drop passes too, but Florida State, which is known for skilled players, DBs, receivers, running back, quarterbacks, why don't we have them?
There's something going on. I mean, you're talking, they've had, I think it's now 22 or 23 drop passes. It's the most in college football.
I've never seen anything like it.
Most in college football.
Who's the receiver coach? Chad Mitchell? I mean, who is it?
Oh, man. Well, easy now. I'm a little more demanding than that. I'll put the backups in if the starters can't catch.
I should have said Wildcat. I apologize.
And this is
easy.
What me personally, what I'm looking at has been player development on the offensive side. You can go to all the other schools, you're watching these players progress, and Florida State hit a couple big transfer portal guys at receiver, but other than that, they're not progressing. I mean, Hakeem Williams, number 1 recruit in the country, and he's just not progressing.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick, what's the best way to get up to you? I want the yard to look beautiful. I got weeds, I got bugs, I got all this stuff, and it just looks terrible. What can I do to make it beautiful? Who do I go with? Who do I call?
Yeah, you can call us at 850-890-5820. Look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC or on our website, turfpropestcontrol.com. And don't forget, we also do house bugs, too.
They do a great job. And you love pizza, Paparazzi's the place to go. They got lunch specials incredible. A large drink, 2 huge slices of pizza for $11 and some change. All you got to do is if you take 2 people in there and just buy another drink, that's plenty. The size of their pizza are huge. They got great food. The bakery's incredible. The deli, everything's outstanding. They got a bar there now. Paparazzi on Thomas Drive. I think you'll love it. Taco Bell, thank you for all you do for the communities. Get out to Taco Bell, have a great time. Beef Row Brazen Lindhaven. Patrick does a great job. Pat Perno is incredible city commissioner. Does an unbelievable job running Beef Row Brazen Lindhaven. TV's everywhere. They treat you like family. You'll never get a bad meal there. The food's incredible. Go check it out. Chad Mitchell, how do we get up with you? Where is you located? What's your phone number? Talk to us.
We're located at 1827 Harrison Avenue. I'm in Building 3. But Orthopedic Associates, call us at 850-785-4344.
Tell you what, they do a great job, no doubt about that. All right, we'll be right back. Our last little segment, 104.3. We'll be positive the rest of the day. I apologize for being so negative today. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Monday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, sunshine and a high of 80 with a gentle breeze around 11 miles per hour coming out of the northeast. For tonight, clear skies and a low near 63. Tomorrow, wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, sunny and a high around 82. For Wednesday, sunshine and a high of 83. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
All roads lead to adventures and a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Get ready to forge a new path in 2025 and discover our new Kia SUV family. Bill Bird Kia is now offering 1.90% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with third-row seating space for the entire family to unwind. Bill Bird Kia is the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento with $21.65 per month for $1,000 financed at 48 months. Quantities limited. Cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 10/31/24.
Now back to the most dangerous radio show in the Gulf Coast. Coach James Hale. He's so dangerous, he doesn't even check his eggs at the grocery store.
Danger's my middle name.
I'm bad to the bone, honey.
2 tickets to the gun show.
We're live from the J. Michaels studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida, home of the Auburn Tigers. Andy Burcham every Thursday, 8:15. Make sure you listen to what's going on with the Tigers. Patrick's with us. Chad's with us this morning. Wildcat behind the glass. Let's talk about it real quick. Chad, I think Notre Dame's in. They're going to get in. I don't think they're going to lose another game. Their schedule, I think, is pretty good. They get through Army.
Well, they got Navy this weekend, then FSU. I mean, they're going to beat FSU.
That's 2 right there.
Virginia.
That's
then they
3.
play Army. Army's playing very good football. And then they got USC, which USC, the wheels have fallen.
Notre Dame is in. What are they ranked right now, AP poll? Let's look. Notre Dame is ranked where? 12. They're 12.
Yeah.
They're going to get in.
Number 11 in the
Do you have
coaches
Boise
poll.
State schedule?
Boise State. Let's pull them up real quick. So their only loss was to Oregon. They've got UNLV left, San Diego State, Nevada, San Jose State, Wyoming. Wyoming traditionally is a good team, and Oregon State.
Wyoming's 1-6.
Yeah, but they're usually a good team. But yeah, they're horrible this year.
Boise State is.
I think Boise State wins all those games. Is my point.
Yeah, and they got most of the people have them as a Cinderella team this year because they're close to 12. Like they're 17th in one poll, another poll they're 18th, but they're figuring other people are going to lose. They might be that team that gets in, the Cinderella team that gets in. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oregon's in. The rest of their schedule, we already talked about that. Oregon's in. Ohio State's in. Penn State, I think, is going to make it this year.
Penn State's got to beat. They got to beat an Ohio State to stay in there. I think.
No, they don't have any losses. They can lose a game and get in.
Well,
they might lose 2 to get in.
Yeah, well, that's true. They got to lose 2. So if they lose to Ohio State, and then they've got the rest of their schedule doesn't look that bad though.
The Big Ten is going to get Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State in. I believe that's the 3 they're going to get. Who are they going to be the 3 from the SEC?
I think it's going to be LSU,
Texas A&M hadn't lost a game.
LSU, Georgia, and Texas. Texas A&M is on the rise because they have not lost an SEC game.
Right. LSU.
You got to watch out for Texas A&M.
You would think now Texas go. You got Texas schedule right there. I think the rest.
I'll pull them up.
Yeah, Texas.
So Texas has got Vandy this weekend, which I want to watch that game.
Yeah.
I think Vandy's going to give them trouble.
Yeah.
Then they play Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, and then Texas A&M at the end of the season.
They're going to win out. They're going to lose to Texas A&M. I got them losing A&M.
Texas A&M's got the tough road.
Yeah,
they play. They go LSU, South Carolina, and then finish up the season with Texas.
Yeah.
I see 2 losses there.
A&M's going to beat Texas. A&M will beat Texas.
BYU's in the mix, right? I mean, they got UCF next. I think they can beat them. Utah, Kansas,
BYU,
Arizona State,
They're not
Houston.
getting in. They're done.
The surprise team in the Big Ten is probably going to be Indiana.
Could be.
They play Michigan and Ohio State towards the end of the year. If they split those, they're in. They're undefeated right now.
I don't think they get in. I think it's going to be Ohio State. They'll have if they get I don't think they'll get the championship. Who they got left?
They got Washington.
They'll beat them.
They got Michigan State.
They'll beat them.
Then Michigan the next week.
You know what? You're right. Michigan's terrible.
Yeah. And then they got Ohio State.
They'll get killed.
And then Purdue.
They might have just
never
one loss.
know.
You're right. They might have one loss.
They're kind of like the Texas A&M.
And they won't get to go play for the Big Ten championship because Ohio State beat them head to head.
If
there's
Ohio
no
State
division.
beats them.
That's what I'm saying. They head to head. They beat them. They get to go. Buckeye, Ohio State's not going to lose another game.
Indiana's scoring a lot of points. 31 their first game, 77 their second game, 42, 52, 42, 41, 56. Now they hadn't played a team like Ohio State yet, but they can score some points, and I think they're a sleeper.
And who's the head coach? Where did he come from? Who was his quarterback? Where he came from?
I have to look that up. I don't know that off the top of my head.
He didn't take him with him. He wound up at Florida State.
Well, he'd be a good one.
Yeah.
He's done well. I can't remember his name.
Let me see here. Clemson. Who's got ACC? Who's going to get him from the ACC? Miami and Clemson, or just Miami?
I gave that earlier. Who the teams were that were undefeated in the ACC.
Clemson is number 9 right now. Miami's number 5. The winner of that game is in.
For the ACC to get 2 teams, Clemson will have to beat Miami.
To get 2?
If Miami beats Clemson.
That's what I was trying to figure out. How many they'll get from each conference. I don't know what the committee's going to do this year because we don't know who they are. We don't know.
Yeah.
They could be totally different from what we think. But you would think if Clemson, if Clemson wins out, they're in. They only lost to Georgia with only one loss. One loss, you're in.
Surprisingly,
2 losses, you might be in.
Miami could be left out, only losing to Clemson because their schedule just doesn't have anybody.
Yeah.
Could. I don't know.
But Miami brings a lot of money.
And they'll probably play each other twice. Miami and Clemson.
Well,
don't they play in the regular season?
No, that would be the ACC championship.
They don't play each other in the regular season?
No.
Oh, my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. It'll be Miami probably and Clemson for the ACC championship. And if you want 2 teams in, you probably want,
Clemson would have to win.
Yeah.
Because if not, they have 2 losses. But if you really looked at it, your 2 losses would be Georgia and then Miami, 2 top 5 teams.
Right.
I do think the Big Ten is going to get 3 in. SEC, we might just get, I don't know, I hope we get 3 in.
I think they're all going to be beat up.
That's what I'm worried about. Is Georgia going to lose another? What about if Georgia loses the SEC championship game and they got 2 losses? They're going to be in, but they're going to have to play. They don't get a bye.
So, and Georgia, look who Georgia's got left to play.
They'll probably play Texas again.
Florida, Ole Miss, Tennessee. So, they could have a second loss. They could. It's possible.
Yeah, anybody in the SEC.
I think Georgia's the best SEC team, don't get me wrong. But
I think the question is, how many teams does the SEC get in with 2 losses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're looking at.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very hard to get in with 2
Do they
losses.
get a team in with 3 losses?
You might have a lot better record than Big 12 team with teams just 1 loss.
Yeah.
Well, you have Illinois and Indiana sitting there.
It's like you're talking about Miami with 1 loss, but they played a weak schedule compared to Big Ten and SEC. So how are they going to? Who knows what's going to happen? That's reading. I said, throw out the champions. The best.
The 2 dark horses to me right now are sitting side by side. Indiana and Texas A&M.
We're almost done for today. Patrick, what's the best way to get up with you?
Call us on our local number, 850-890-5820. Look us up on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
Chad, how they get up with you?
Call Orthopedic Associates, 850-785-4344, or look me up at chadmitchellmd.com or robotmd.com.
Wildcat, great job, man.
Thank you very much. Get out and vote today.
Go vote. Go vote the right way. Or don't go at all.
It's the PCB Hobby Takeover with Todd. Mondays at 5:20 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is a very high-end card and very rare.
Todd talks about coins, trading cards, collectibles, and the amazing stories behind them.
It was the first one.